We are Legion.
What is up, Comic Fam, and welcome to the Legion of Comics at Sunday nights. That means this is at week's in the spoiler field. Look back at this week in comics and so much more. And there's some great topics I want to cover tonight. But before we do that, check this out. Give a quick thank you to Big Time Collectibles for sponsoring the monthly Legion Loot box for the channel members giveaway, as well as Justin Comics. If you need anything cleaned or pressed, be sure to hit him up on Instagram and use that promo code We Are Legion and take advantage of that buy two get one free special we've got going on. All right, so the normal crew, the comic vet and new guy cannot make it tonight, but I've got a couple of special guests helping me out, and I'm happy to say tonight we are definitely in the mix.
Thank you for having me, sir. Apologies that you have to slum with the likes of me on your program tonight. So big shout out to Chris, the comic vet, and also Riot New Guy. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. Greatly appreciate it.
Sometimes it's good to do stuff just to remember where I came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, sir. I hear you.
And it wouldn't be proper without having Nick himself up in here.
I love those guys, but it's obviously an upgrade.
Yeah.
Complete opposite of what I said.
I mean, you still got a bald guy and another shaved head, but it's an upgrade.
Yeah. So tonight definitely was going to be kind of formatted a little differently anyways, because as everyone knows, Peacemaker just dropped on HBO Max. And this has been just as much fun as when like a really good movie comes out and everybody watches it. You want to hang out with your friends and spoil it. Nick's over there trying to mess up the stream
already.
But I just been wanting to hang out and just spoil the hell out of this show and just talk about it with people. And we've had a small conversations on a couple of streams through the week, but didn't get too spoilery. But I definitely plan on doing that tonight, as well as going over a couple other things that kind of dropped. And there weren't very many comics that really came out this week. I think I had like 3 books on my pool list.
Oh, wow.
So there wasn't really much to talk about. Reading is really the Detective Comics, which is that story is still getting fired up. So there's not much even breakdown in that. But let's say hello to the chat real quick, and then we'll take off on this thing. But we got TM Nerdy up in there. What is going on? Shockingly, he beat Ruby G. Yeah. What's going on, Ruben? Remy Q up in the building. So Angel just posted her rant or rave review right before this. It just finished up. So after this, make sure everybody goes and checks that out. It was actually really interesting. She's twisted over it. John, what's going on? I'm glad you can be here. Angel's review didn't leak over in time. Perfect.
Thank you.
Mars Comics, what is happening? Throwing those custom emojis. Got a lot of channel members in here. I definitely appreciate that, everybody. We got Austin LeMay up in here.
Boom, Legion.
Yeah, there we go. What's going on, Warlord? Of course, we got Pops up in the building.
The OG Legion.
Pops.
He doesn't go.
Dolphin porn. That dolphin porn out in the community.
Oh, yeah. He's spreading the love. Spread love. It's the flipper way.
Jesus Christ.
Aggressively relaxing. What's up? So, yeah, Pops, if you didn't catch it, Panda went live last night because he didn't plan on being able to do a live today, but he unboxed a couple of packages from the IG. Angel, what is happening? Awesome rant or rave on there. Pocan Joe, what is shaking? DJ, as always, said, you're a solid hard hitter. What is going on, Jonathan? I just unboxed an AOK from Jonathan that we'll post tomorrow. And dude, he hooked it up, man. We were able to meet up in person last month, and he felt the need to send me a thank you for meeting him in person. Like, that's not necessary.
That's
But it was
awesome.
really because I picked up the tab at dinner without asking him. He's like, "Oh, you know, I've got to pay you back for that." I'm like, "No, you don't. You know, it's just dinner, man. We're good." But he sent me some cool stuff.
That's awesome.
I got a fever, and the only medicine is more Legion. What is going on, Freaky Louie?
Fresh out the Bing.
Spoilers. That's kind of the nature of this show.
Sunday night.
Nice panel here. These guys look familiar. Flash 6792. What is going on, man? I will have you your channel member welcome packet out in the mail either tomorrow or Tuesday, because tomorrow is a holiday in some places. I thought it was a holiday everywhere, but apparently I was informed that there's places in Florida that do not observe tomorrow's national holiday. I'm like, that blew my mind.
Yeah, even my job for I want to say they switched over a couple of years ago, where this was Martin Luther King Day was a regular day, but we had Columbus Day off, and then there was a trade-off after there was. I swear to everything in this world. So now we have to go in on Columbus Day, but we get MLK Jr. Day off.
Well, I work on both of those days, and we're open, but it's still a holiday. But
Yeah,
there's working with living creatures. You don't necessarily observe all the same holidays. I mean, you observe them all. You still just have to work.
yeah. My horror friend said the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. You got a mouth to feed.
Yeah, and stuff.
What is going on, David Thomas? Oh no, where did Nick go? He disappeared when he was doing the facial expressions. Yeah, can't even recognize him. Yep.
I just got that. Oh shit! I'm still processing. Yeah.
So you can't pick him up out of a lineup. What's going on, Brian? Dogs don't care about human holidays for some reason. They really don't. They still get pissed off if you don't let them out and bark like hell if you don't feed them. I've tested it. I actually had to split up a Shar-Pei and a giant sheepdog from fighting today. That was not fun. That was scary.
How did you break those dogs up? Say, hey, stop it, dogs.
No, metal pole.
So you handed them a metal pole. Whoever grabbed the pole won?
No. Shar-Peis are like really they're weird breeds. They're the ones with like all the wrinkles on their face. Yeah, you cannot tell what they're thinking. So the Shar-Pei is the new. There was the same household, same owner's dogs. You know, been there a lot, never had problems before. And as I'm starting to lock up this morning, luckily I was near them. Like I just heard dogs just take off, and I ran down there and I saw them going at it. And I have like 6 foot long metal poles stationed throughout the whole property. You know, for different reasons. Whether you have like an aggressive dog and you need to like close a door without going in there, or reasons like this. But they just started fighting. And if you go in and grab 2 dogs, like you're probably going to get got. You know. So the bigger dog was clearly dominating the Shar-Pei. So I took that pole and I just put it in like across its chest, and I just pushed it back and I grabbed the Shar-Pei by the scruff because I could manhandle that one, and I just kept the bigger one back long enough just to yank one out of the room and slam the door.
Strategically placed poles. I like your style, sir. I like your style.
Send him into the stage.
Send him into the stage. Oh my god,
it was scary, man. I had to go clean him up. The bigger dog had no marks at all. The Shar-Pei had a couple little scratches that were a little bloody, but nothing that won't be fine by tomorrow. Really, they heal quick.
Yeah, I've been told I look like a Shar-Pei from the back with my shirt off. So
nice. That's gross. Anyways, moving into other things that don't look good from the back.
Oh my god. Where's Ryan? No.
Did y'all see the photos for the new Batgirl?
Wow, that was the segue. Holy shit.
We only got the front though.
Oh my god. Oh, that was the segue.
Boom.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So DC Comics on Instagram, as well as the actress that is going to be portraying Barbara Gordon in the upcoming HBO Batgirl movie, is it? They dropped the first image of a teaser. I guess it's a teaser of what her in the suit looks like. So it looks like it's a classic style suit. It looks very similar, obviously, to the old Adam West TV show, minus the glitter, and to numerous iterations in the comics. I just think it looks a little baggy and cheap.
Yeah, as well as the Batgirl representation in the Arkham games.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, it's too. For me, it's too baggy. I mean, I'll be completely honest. I am not interested in a Batgirl anything.
yeah.
That's just me. And this doesn't entice me to be like, oh my God, I can't wait for this. Not at all.
In all seriousness, what I'm assuming that they're giving us a picture of what like her Gen 1 suit's going to be, because it really looks like a leather jacket that she's wearing that you would ride a motorcycle with.
Yeah,
so it looks like she might have kind of modded this up herself, and maybe we'll see a pretty quick upgrade in the show. They're not really giving us the full reveal yet.
I'm just wondering where my face is behind this picture.
You know where it is. As I mentioned before, other things that don't look great from the back.
Jesus Christ. What did Shaquille O'Neal tell Kobe Bryant when he was rapping? Nothing.
Okay, all right.
So I'll be honest with you, I'm not like one that's like, give me Batgirl. But I'm going to watch it, obviously.
Yeah, not. If it's a movie, I'll watch it. If it's a TV show, more than likely, I'll pass on it. I'm not. I don't feel the need to have to run out and watch everything and digest everything, or even take everything in pause. Like I still have to watch Superman and Lois. That's actually on my list. But I don't run to watch things. Peacemaker, I had to run and watch because I wanted to watch this program tonight before I knew that I was going to be on it. But usually I just wait for stuff, and I don't know. I'm not excited for a Batgirl TV show / movie / porn parody.
Yeah. You know what? And I like Doom Patrol, but I don't stay up with it. I mean, I don't think I'm going to watch this at all.
No, I kind of binge watch that one in like a couple episodes here, then I'll stop for a week or something and watch something else and go back to it. It doesn't seem to have like a real hard-lining linear plot. It's always all over the place, and that's what's really fun about it. You don't feel like you're missing out if you're not catching it as it comes out.
And what was her name? Batman 66?
Was it Yvonne Craig?
Oh, so hot back then. So hot.
Pops is in the chat. Was it Yvonne Craig?
Yeah, I think it was. Super hot.
Yeah. That was like where she got her start. That was like the first Batgirl ever. There was like Batwoman in comics and stuff.
It's weird. I don't remember. And I've seen like Batman 66 multiple times, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank on Batgirl.
Super hot.
Paul Rogers said, just joining. Have you talked about the creature deep under Smallville? No, I don't know if that's a reference to the new episode of Superman and Lois or anything, or if that's a joke that I'm missing.
Oh, she got confirmed, Nick. Confirmed.
Was that are they talking about Doomsday on that?
Yvonne Craig, yeah. Oh my bad.
I don't know what the creature deep under Smallville is, though. I have not watched the first episode of Superman and Lois yet. I know that season 2 just came back. I actually opted to watch Naomi first and give that show a shot. It was the worst first episode of any television show I've ever seen in my life. And that includes Faces of Death from my childhood. Y'all remember that?
Of course.
Video cassette series, yeah.
Of course.
The monkey skulls, yeah.
The monkey skull with the specialized fork.
And Julie Newmar as who did Julie Newmar play?
Catwoman.
Yeah.
She was one of them.
She was one of them. Miss
Watch
Kick.
her ride side saddle on her motorcycle.
Hey.
That's a good point, because Batgirl in the 66 Batman, she had her motorcycle and everything. That's how you knew if she would even be in an episode. You had the da-na-na-na-na intro, but they would add at the tail end when you see the Batmobile, her just kind of come by on her motorcycle. So it'd be cool to see if they kind of go that route with this.
No, I got a funny feeling she'll be front and center driving the car this time.
Prius, probably.
I think the creature may be what Nick said.
Yeah, I thought I saw something. Yeah. Lee Mara, too. Yeah, for sure.
Who was the one in the movie? Miss Kitka from Russia.
Oh, in the Batman 66 movie, I think that was Julie Newmar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh my god, that movie's hilarious. I'm just laughing now. Just thinking the whole shark repellent thing is like
That shark repellent.
Yeah. I never really thought about it. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah, but that's hilarious. No, but the funny shit is like Robin. He's like, pass me the shark. Batman's like, pass me the shark repellent. Robin grabs the repellent, bends down, goes backwards on the ladder.
Yeah.
Slow motion. He's like, dude, all you got to do is drop it.
Is that the one where he pulls out the bulletproof thing from his cape too? Got like a shield.
Nuh-uh. Not in the movie, at least. The movie is where like they go around and they turn all like the world leaders into sand and stuff.
Yeah,
and they fly around on the umbrellas, and he goes out on a date with Catwoman and stuff.
It was Miss Kika.
Yeah, Miss Kitka.
You ever read any, seen any documentaries about stuff from the set of Batman 66?
There's an awesome movie called Return to the Batcave where Adam West and Burt Ward are trying to get to a black tie event, and they keep getting foiled on their way there, and they go into bars and they find themselves in scenarios that are kind of parodies of the show, but the whole time it's flashing back and giving you actors and everything recreating like them getting the jobs as Bruce and Dick Grayson and stunt work on the show, and how they got the problems with the bulges on their suit that were really issues at the time to be on television, and how Adam West always had a stunt double, but they threw Burt Ward in there and just got beat up all the time. And it was fantastic movie. You got to check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, I'm still. That's why I'm not allowed on major television because of the bulge problem.
Pop said it was Lee Merriweather in the movie.
Yeah, see, that's how it is. Yeah, and he pulled it out from like behind his cape.
Mm-hmm.
This huge body length thing.
Alex Ross has even done some pieces with that shield out. But another thing that really dropped on the interwebs was they revealed what the new Moon Knight looks like.
Yeah, I mean, the costume is not bad. It's just the color of it I don't like.
That shit is trash.
I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest with you. I don't think it looks that bad. I don't really know, man. I don't know what they would do with his suit otherwise. You know what I mean? It's just all white with a hood, and having an all white outfit with a white hood just really doesn't stick in 2022. It's not really the way to go. So, like, they had to do something different. And I like that they're leaning into the Egyptian stuff.
Yeah. You know, I was just joking when I said it was trash. We can't all agree on everything. Am I excited for Moon Knight? No. I'm gonna watch it, but it's not like something like, oh my god, I need to watch Moon Knight. And then that's just the plain honest truth.
We just wish that it was R-rated, but we know it's not going to be. But I mean,
yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it not being R-rated or anything like that. I just hope. I don't know, man. I hope it's more grounded and less comedy, if that makes any sense. I think people are getting tired of that formula. I thought the first episode of Hawkeye, which I love the entire show of Hawkeye, I thought the first episode was really, really strong, where they showed the humanity and they were light on the comedy. And then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, we didn't put any comedy in episode 1. Like now we have to amp it up for the rest of the season. I don't know, man.
I'm not excited. Well, the show, like you said, I'll watch. I'm excited to see what they're going to do and what piece it's going to play in the larger scheme of things.
Jeez. Look at Joe taking jabs.
Maybe you will get $770 from your Moon Knight slab someday. All right, Joe.
Joey bag.
Joey bag of sevens. I see that. Should I give away that slab right now?
All right, everybody, put in the chat hashtag Joey can't win it.
Ooh, Joey.
And not Pocan Joe.
Any Joey.
Looks like a clan mummy.
Hey, you said it, not me. Hey. Hey, what are you doing with this hood? Hey, the rally's over there, Moon Knight. Hey.
It was pretty cool. That it showed like because they've given us an actual like teaser trailer already, which some of the imagery in it looked really cool. Like when you see him jumping from building top to building top with the moon in the background. Oscar Isaac seems to be a decent actor. It's got like the whole dark Batman tone to it and everything. So it looks like it has potential. I think I've said this before, like the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. I was really excited about it because it has potential, and then they really just like kicked me in the shin for being excited about it. But this not being an existing property, this isn't WandaVision that have been in numerous movies. It's not Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's not Loki. It's not Hawkeye. This is the first time we're getting a character introduction in a live action Disney Plus series. So it's not really tied to stuff, on it. It's already standing alone. So where they plug it in or whatever really isn't relevant. Hopefully they don't try to, they just let it be its own thing. And I think that would lend it a lot of favors if they did, because the formula, like you mentioned, is just so bogged down right now. It's just different.
Yeah,
hasn't each of those shows kicked us in the shins a little bit each time anyway?
Yes, at least with me they have.
Yeah, not all the shows have been perfect, but yeah, I mean, I'm holding out hope that it's his new thing. Don't just give it ties to the MCU right away. Let it stand on its own. Like let it build itself up. It's Moon Knight, and then just for Oscar Isaac, I think he's a phenomenal actor. I hope we don't get Poe Dameron Oscar Isaac.
Yeah,
because to me that was like his, and I hope we don't get Apocalypse.
Yeah, bring us Apocalypse. We'll be good.
Yeah, no, but
the acting part I'm not worried about. It's just his physicality, because he's not a big guy either.
Yeah,
he's like.
Did you not watch Peacemaker? Does it really matter if you're a big guy?
Oh yeah.
Like Judo Master drugged them.
Yeah, but I mean, they made fun of him for that.
Yeah, they
cares about Judo Master.
But even with like Oscar Isaac not being a big guy, look at Tom Hardy, look at Tom Cruise. Like, it doesn't really matter.
What's the good guy right?
Oh there? No. But in the movies, they make them seem bigger than what they are. That's what I mean. So they're not gonna be like, look at this tiny guy. It's like, get this guy some lifts.
I think it has potential. I hope to God they don't tie it to anything at all whatsoever. I mean, literally nothing. Like, there's no reason for him to bump into the White Widow,
Daredevil, or if they put Bernthal in there as the Punisher. What do you think about that?
I'm game for that. I'm game for Bernthal, but
nah, I'm not even.
But that. I don't see how you put him in there. But I'm always game for Bernthal as Punisher for some reason. Like, I don't think it's necessary, but again, if that's a character that's not been introduced to the MCU, that would be cool. And now that you mention it, we're probably going to get a Netflix character, because I found out that they're not like rolling out all these Netflix characters into the greater MCU. They're fulfilling legal obligations to Netflix with these actors. They canceled those shows without fulfilling contracts. So they're legally bound for them to appear in X amount of things. So they threw Charlie Cox into Spider-Man. They wedged Kingpin into Hawkeye after they wrote the script. They gave him that stupid outfit at the end.
My Vanessa. I hated that fucking Kate Bishop, and excuse my language. I hate that Kate Bishop and Kingpin went toe to toe. In what world? In what? Tell me, Scott from Hoarder's Hide. In what world does Kate Bishop go toe to toe with Kingpin? Not in my world, sir. Not in my world.
And what about if they drop Blade?
I'd be cool for them to roll out Blade. I'm very okay with it. Now that I think about it, like, I'm on this quest to get the Brave and the Bold 28, like this year. Like, I'm trying to sell books to acquire it. I just sold like a slab to Karate Kevin, made $90 on a Spawn number 9 in a 9.8. It's that only cover that McFarlane forgot to put the artist signature on before he sent it to print. So I sold that to him. So that's like the first me letting go of something. But I got some books at CGC that I might be willing to let go when they come back. And that I kind of want to keep that first Blade like a lot. But if I could swap that bad boy out for a Brave and a Bold, that'd be nice.
Oh man, claim I don't.
That sounds like a bad deal because that Marvel stuff is just skyrocketing constantly.
Yeah, I think Blade. That's one of the ones you want to hold on to. Yeah, I'll be honest. I got that Moon Knight from that box that Joe had mentioned. I'm waiting till the trailer drops on Monday, and I am putting that shit on eBay. So hopefully the trailer's good.
That's a good point. I've got 1 through 6 of that series laying around here somewhere too.
I just traded my whole set in.
What'd you get?
A lot of stuff, actually. You want to see?
Chips.
I got this.
Christmas tropes are overrated. You traded Moon Knight for that? What is that?
Aranya, the 1 in 10.
That shit is trash.
For this.
What is that?
Scotty Young.
I can tell it's Scotty Young, but
For this.
oh my God, Nick, what have you done?
For this.
You're going hard on the Scotty Young stuff lately.
Yeah, I like the Scotty Young stuff.
That's nice. That's a nice cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're talking. First appearance of Danny Ketch.
Mm-hmm. This was just a cover by. I always like this cover.
First appearance of the color green.
No, I thought that was somewhere else.
Ooh.
Was that the first Firestorm from the second series?
Yo, those bags are horrible.
Yeah, they sure are.
Did you get those in a Journey Into Mystery box?
So you got a lot of books and trade.
Still not done.
And this was off of Moon Knight 126?
No, I have 1 through 6. You had the whole run.
34.
Oh, wow.
First Scott Lang.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
What was that last one?
Body bags.
Another cover by. Like that in the 90s.
Yo, that's that. Let me see that Amazing Spider-Man again. The one you took down. That's Alex Ross, right?
Yeah, that's the Alex Ross one. Yeah, that's wicked.
I saw on his website the original painting for that. I think it was 35,000. I bought 3.
So is that Ramita Jr.?
Yep.
Yeah. What are y'all's thoughts of him coming back to Spider-Man?
Awesome. I love it. I got some stuff at the shop too.
Yeah, I don't read Spider-Man, but I think anything off of from what I hear from everybody else, anything away from Nick Spencer is a good thing.
So I think Zeb Wells is going to be the only writer on it. Like currently, they have 3 alternating writers. I think it's only 3. It was like Kelly Thompson, Zeb Wells, and Gleason himself has been putting in some issues. So they've kind of been trading off. So when it switches over to number 1 yet again, you're going to have Zeb Wells writing and Ramita Jr. on the interiors, which is going to be interesting because, like Nick, I'm a Ramita Jr. person, not on the level that he is, but I'm always defending him, not trying to convince other people to like his art, but saying I like his art. Mm-hmm. And it goes back to like just my childhood. You know, he's doing all kinds of great stuff. And like when he was doing a Superman run and everything, he wasn't like doing his best work, but like the covers were cool. I just like his art style. You know, his Eternals was great. And you go back to Daredevil or those Punisher books. I mean, he's still capable of doing that. He's just not always trying to mail in his top work. I mean, that's how it goes when you're doing interiors with a lot of artists. But it's going to be funny watching how many people just do the 180 and all of a sudden you're going to find all these JR fans coming out of the woodworks. But
yeah,
I tell everyone to go check out his Superman Year One that they did with Black Label. It was like the 2nd or 3rd Black Label series that came out. It's prestige size. And with Ramita Jr., his art really shines depending on who the colorist is as well. You get that big format. This colorist, I don't remember who it was, but oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I've never. It's just weird for me because clearly I just fumbled when I was like, oh yeah, I thought he was a writer. I've never followed like writers, artists, things like that. Obviously, big cover artists, yeah, but I've always been a character guy. So I couldn't tell you what JR did on what Spider-Man, whatever, but I could tell you the Spider-Man in the 90s was my favorite. And if he happened to do that, then that's fine. But I've always been a character person, not a artist, writer type person.
You know, Rob was touching on that, I think last Tuesday. what's his name? Brandon from Comics Kings was on going just like you ask him a question, he answers with at least the name of 15 different creators. And Rob's like, I follow characters. I love a character. I follow them. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. If it's bad, you just hang on till it's good again. That's,
Yeah, because the writers, the artists, they're going to come and go. The character is always going to be the constant.
And that's what I've been saying about this Kate's Hulk run. I'm not a fan yet. I hope it gets good, but it doesn't matter if it does or not. I'm still going to read it. Along for the ride.
From what I hear, issue 5, 6, and 7 are something big is supposed to be happening. So
yeah. That being said, he's bringing his Knoll, his Hulk Knoll, his Cole,
his Hulk Knoll.
His Hulk Knoll is coming. Starship Hulk Knoll is on the way. And I did go ahead and get extra copies of that issue and the one before it in case they try to cameo him ahead of time. Got extra issues pulled to throw into the Legion loot in case that becomes a sought after, hard to find book. The channel members will have an extra crack at free copies and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I'm still holding out hope. I'm going to read it. I'm going to force myself to like it the same way I forced myself to like broccoli once upon a time.
You can do that. You can do anything.
I can't give up on the Hulk. And I'm always up for new characters, man, as long as they don't play him. I thought Knoll was awesome. His introduction in Venom was phenomenal. I think he went out like a chump in King in Black, but his introduction in Venom was amazing.
Yeah, I'm still wondering if Cates is going to try to actually bring him back. Like if this is actually going to be like the coming back of Knoll in some form or fashion, because he does tons of callback work to his own stuff that he writes. Like the very first issue of Hulk was a callback to the King of Black story with the dead Celestial. Crossover is nothing but like a book that praises the work of Donny Cates, written by Donny Cates, including Donny Cates in the book. So it can be fun. It can be a little much, but if you follow a lot of his work, it really pays off for you.
Yeah,
I thought the second issue was a lot better than the first two. So,
of which book?
Hulk.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you. The second issue made me so mad.
Yeah, I would wholeheartedly disagree, sir. I was just like, what is this? No.
What bothered me was because after the first issue, just the way that I kind of go through comics, I'm like, okay, so there it was. There was the catch. They're trying to drag people in with flashy fight scenes and him ripping his hand off because all these new readers that followed Cates over here aren't used to violent Hulk, even though we just had like the most horrific Hulk run ever. So he caught all these new readers. Now the next issue, they'll start telling a story. They'll start leaning into what's going on here, and they neglected to just redo issue 1 and issue 2. Let's just explode through some bodies. Let's just, I don't know. We'll see. If he'll just get to a story, I'll be happy.
Wei says, I still can't afford a Venom 3. Maybe Mark can A-OK one to you, sir.
I don't have a Venom 3 to A-OK.
Confirmed.
Let's see, what else do we have in here? Okay, oh yeah, Peacemaker, getting to the good stuff.
My problem is I have a big dick now.
No, I mean, serious, it hurts people.
Yeah. They call me Chimp Arm. Yo, John Cena is freaking hilarious. It's one of those things where I can't see anyone else being Peacemaker. John Cena is Peacemaker.
Yeah, he knocks that role out.
Yeah,
he absolutely does. So my wife just yelled from the other room, and she said, "You said getting to the good stuff with Peacemaker. He's still what do you call him?" She said he's still a terrible person. So her and I both, no, wait, all right. Her and I both were like legit upset when he killed Rick Flag. Like that legit pissed both of us off because I like Rick Flag, like I'm one of the few people that I enjoy the first one for all its faults. Like I recognize him, I see him, but I still have a blast watching it. Me and my wife have both watched it numerous times. We still watch it,
Yeah, I'm the Enchantress.
But I thought they did a great job bringing Rick Flag back into this one and the changes that Gunn made to him.
Yeah.
And the simple things too, like putting him in that yellow shirt, even though it was like a T-shirt, like a novelty shirt from Colto Martez or however you say it, it still created the iconic look for him, and he did a great job. He was kind of the heart of the team at that point, that was just carrying it. And to see him go out like that, and kind of carrying the only good values that were in there, it just broke my heart. So me and my wife argued over this upcoming show, whether she was going to watch it or not. And I told her the only way that they can make this work if they let the death of Rick Flag be the catalyst for the character growth of Peacemaker. And sure as shit enough, in that second episode, they leaned right into it.
Yeah.
He was right.
Yeah. Yeah. What a joke.
In that first episode, he tried to stand on his high horse and he said, "I killed Rick Flag for y'all." And they immediately popped off. "We did not ask you to do that." Man, it was rough. It was very rough. But
freedom.
They were doing asking him.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Necessary.
So the show starts off with him just only suffering like a broken collarbone from a whole building falling on him. So that already sets the tone for the show. Then him and the janitor.
Oh my God. It totally was just like, this is the show that you're gonna get. So if you don't like the first 10 minutes, don't even bother.
Yeah, I knew from that opening monologue, that dialogue between those two, I was like, Mark is gonna love this show. And I loved it. I mean, it was perfect comedy, the timing, just the whole content, and back and forth was awesome.
You went to MIT? Then what are you doing here?
I don't like the responsibilities.
He was like, "Tell me your secret." It was like, that's totally the opposite of what you told me before.
So yeah, we can definitely talk about Vigilante. So the actual moment that made me love this show is when they were in the diner and you see the busboy staring at them all, just like smiling, like creepily. Yeah, exactly. And Peacemaker goes, "That's Gus Chase's little brother." I'm like, "Chase, Adrian Chase, that's Vigilante." Because I didn't know what he looked like out of the mask. And then you see him out back dancing, doing his butt dance because he's excited to see Peacemaker's back. And he tries to get all big and bad, but with his coworker, he's like, "Oh, I was just found out my girlfriend's pregnant." Yeah. You have a girlfriend? Yeah. Then why you been trying to hook you up with my sister? Oh, she it's cool. She's getting an abortion, and you're invited. I'm not coming to your abortion, bro. As soon as that scene happened,
oh my God,
and there was an official invite to an abortion, I'm like, this is insane, and this is going to be great.
I know this show just stepped up parties.
Rick Flag is going to be his Uncle Ben, Mark. Yeah, I think so. That between that and his the realization of his dad.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was just so hilarious. Freedom. No, but that shit was funny, man.
He's banging Joe Dirt.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, what is up with this this strong female character's hair? I was just like, Jesus, what's up with her wig? Yeah, it definitely looked like Joe Dirt.
So the supporting cast works perfectly in this too. We got a couple of returning characters from the movie. We got the tech guy, Diebeard, and how do you say her name, Nick? I know you won't mispronounce it.
I forgot it actually. Harcourt.
See, there he goes. And then we have two new entries onto the team, which is Amanda Waller's daughter, which she's just phenomenal in her role.
I think she's a great actress, man, and she killed it in Orange Is the New Black. Yeah,
and she killed it in this, like that awkward positivity she brings to everything. Like it's just
like, is it me still talking? Am I still talking?
Exactly.
I don't know why I'm giving.
We're the only female, so I feel like we're going to have each other's back, and I feel like I shouldn't be giving a speech right now, and I know I should be stopping, but it was just hilarious. She was cute. Oh yeah,
that was super funny. Yeah, but Vigilante, when he came out, the whole scene where he showed up in the trailer in the window, that whole shit was like, and you're gonna get me if I turn around and you say it's not there. It's gonna be there all hard and blah. I was just like,
dude, are you backing off?
No, that's the oldest chick in the book. I'm gonna turn around and shoot some jizz in my face.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And to Freaky Louie's point, I know that a lot of people were so critical of Vigilante. Like they kind of made light of it in the Suicide Squad when they called him Toilet Bowl Head. And then this James Gunn, I mean, when he made Suicide Squad, he already knew that this was probably coming. Before Suicide Squad even released, he announced this show officially was coming. So he knew that he was going to have this scene where he kind of explains the helmet in his way, where we find out that Peacemaker's dad is a lot more than just an average racist white trash idiot, but he's got contacts. He's got like some kind of links to something in his past that we don't know, but he's on Amanda Waller's radar. People know who he is. And inside of his house, he's got some kind of like extra dimensional man cave that he can go into, and it just opens up into a huge armory.
That was crazy. I was like, what the hell is this?
So there's like rocket engines hanging from the ceiling. It's like that scene in The Matrix when we need guns, and they just white room, just guns everywhere. But he kind of explains the helmets in that point. He's like, this helmet does this helmet does that, and we actually get to see one of his helmets, the Sonic Boom helmet or the Sonic Blast helmet, in action.
And that one will give you scabies.
Yeah. Why don't want scabies? To challenge yourself. It's like,
every man should have scabies once in his life.
Yo, yeah. Wait says I never thought I'd see John Cena in a role like this. It took me some getting used to him cursing so much, because he's so like clean cut, and especially in wrestling, because I watched him a lot when I was watching wrestling. But
Vigilante reminds me of Kid. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I get that with just his youngness, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't expect him to get his ass kicked left and right, though. Like, he's definitely formidable. But we did get introduced to Judo Master as well, who was who was like the bodyguard. He was like the 2.5 foot tall bodyguard for a U.S. senator.
He was the Nick's finger of bodyguards.
He was. He was.
Oh,
That dude was
Batmite. Awesome. Batmite is officially canon. So, they had John Cena arguing with Diebeard, the tech guy. And he said, I'd rather deal with Batmite. And John Cena's like, what's that? He's like, he's a fifth dimensional, that mirrors Batman or whatever. And they actually not only mentioned him, they had a small conversation about him, and they completely canon Batmite inside of the DC Universe stuff.
I hope with all of James Gunn and his Easter eggs that he at least like a little glimpse of him this series, or maybe next season. That'd be awesome.
Hey, P, it's V.
Oh, snap. I just said that. And it was like penis and vagina. Oh, my God.
That was actually like one of the things that I want to get to in that third episode. So by the time we get to the point where Peacemaker gets brought in by this team, they're completely off the books. We find out that new addition to the team is Amanda Waller's daughter. The rest of the team doesn't know it is. We see her talking with Waller on the laptop, where they all believe that they're being tasked with taking out a U.S. senator who is what is been codenamed a butterfly. Mm-hmm. We get a glimpse of what one is in that first episode when Peacemaker's banging Joe Dirt, and she just kind of flips, and she's like throwing him around the room, beating the hell out of him, jumping out of like 4th-story windows and like superhero landing. So there's something to them. We don't know, but they like metahumans. And so they get to the point where they get to their target. He's got the senator, the senator's wife, and kids all in the scope, and he can't pull the trigger. He's shaky, second-guessing himself, questioning what he's even doing, and Vigilante just reaches a calm, friendly hand over. Hey, man, slide over for me. Like, he saw that Peacemaker was hurting. He legit wants to be his best friend. Like, that's his goal. And it was actually like, damn, dude, that kind of got me. And then you realize 2 seconds later that this dude's about to shoot these kids in the face, and he grabs that rifle, and just happily just pops their noggins.
But he was missing the bird of freedom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the rifle. I think that would have given him his heart. And shout out to John Cena for being left-handed. I thought it was weird that Peacemaker didn't take the shot. Like, I get it. It was a family, whatever. But they clearly something was wrong with them by their tongue coming out and like they weren't human.
Yeah, I think he understood that full well, but he doesn't trust anyone anymore. Like that's what I got. Like the whole like not shooting them, like that seemed extreme, but it just shows you the extreme that he's really questioning everything, because before that, you know, he kept badgering them. Y'all haven't told me what this even is yet. I don't even know what a butterfly is. Y'all won't tell me anything. And between like the whole Rick Flag thing, between the interactions with his father, this team not telling himself and telling him anything, he's completely alone. Like, wasn't it Robin Williams that said depression isn't feeling alone, or it's feeling alone when you're surrounded by people in a room or something like that? Like, that's not a direct quote, but that's like him. He's like depressed. He's like got that sense of loneliness and surrounded by people, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate. Yeah, and they Cannon Dollman as well. That's an old Freedom Fighters character from back in the day, like an Adam-esque character. When they found out that the spaceship was tiny, itty bitty spaceship, they referenced Dollman.
Oh yeah, that's right. Was that actually a spaceship?
Yeah. When I watched it through the second time, you can see the place. What is it called? The cockpit, like a little chair and everything. I didn't catch it the first time. I was like looking at like, what the hell is this?
Oh yeah, I didn't catch that. That was funny when
the second time, and knew what to look for.
No, and then when I forgot who said it, but it was like, "Oh, we'll kill your whole family." He was like, "Too late," or something to that effect.
Good luck. Too late. So yeah, in the comic book, this is like someone asked me if he was comic accurate. I've said not at all. Like, his suit is, his name is, and that's about it, which is fine because he's just a Punisher knockoff in the comics. He was a district attorney who was out to get the mob, working hand in hand with the Teen Titans. He goes home in his apartment, gets flash bombed by the mob, killing his wife and kids.
Definitely a Punisher knockoff.
Exactly. And then he pops up in the Teen Titans annuals the next time you see him, not even as Adrian Chase, but as Vigilante that was going after the mob. And he ends up saving Robin and killing the mobster in front of Robin and leaving Robin knocked out to wake up to the authorities in a dead body. But
so the one they had on the Arrow show was he accurate?
I didn't watch it. I gave up on Arrow before he popped on there.
Arrow was the worst.
No. Vince, we're talking Peacemaker.
What the F is a butterfly? It's a small insect that starts out with a caterpillar and goes through cocoon stage of life. Chrysalis. Dove of peace, but close. No dove.
Doves cry.
Eagerly stole the show, in my opinion. Scott, I'm not surprised you would say that. Hashtag America. Eagerly definitely stole the show.
No, Eagerly needed more machine guns.
Yeah.
Like machine guns.
He's hugging me right now.
Yeah.
Dad, get my camera.
Yeah, funny. I don't want to move.
How about when he told how do you say her name? Harcourt? Harcourt. He's like, hold your hand out and ruffle the bag. He'll think you have chips.
Why are you feeding him chips?
That and the conversation he had with his dad. He was like, Dad, we went to this we had this mission on Corto Maltese, and this real badass guy, he was really afraid of rats. You know what he did? He cried because, he was really terrified of rats. He said, this guy wasn't the guy who shot you, was it?
Yeah. The whole time.
Classified.
Yeah. And when his dad was laughing, I think it was you, Nick, that pointed out when they were sitting there cracking up because his Bloodsport's dad threw him into a trunk full of rats and they were biting him and left all these scars. And his dad starts dying laughing. The eagle starts laughing with him.
Yeah, that was amazing. He was like, he had all these acne scars, but it was rat bites.
What is going on, Vincent? We spoke on the Moon Knight little clips that they've shown so far, as well as the trailer dropping tomorrow. We gave our thoughts on what did we dub him? The Clan Mummy?
Yeah, the Clan Mummy.
He's my Moon Knight. I don't know what you guys said already. I don't remember.
No, I don't think he looks bad. I'm excited to see the trailer tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be great.
I'm Moon Knight.
Yes, yeah, that's what Nick was emulating as soon as we went live when they were getting tortured. And as soon as Vigilante's mask came off, he started doing what these fools are doing so that he couldn't be picked out of a lineup.
That was hilarious.
Dude, the whole torture scene was funny when John Cena, I was like, I'm not going to give him nothing. Don't worry.
Shit.
Yeah, can you maybe give him something? And then he started cutting his toe off, and I cringed.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Oh, he was like, "Why is it not coming off?"
I didn't like that part.
Because your blade is too dull. Wow.
Why
How
don't
do
you
you not
maintain your
maintain
torture
it?
devices?
Yeah, this is hilarious.
What is your goal? Why can't you maintain your torture devices?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. That was funny. It's like you can't cut off the pinky toe. You can't walk the same.
I saw it on the internet. You just fall over.
Oh my god.
So that they were getting tortured by the senator that they were sent to kill, and then finally they get free, and Peacemaker gives them a good fight. Which the fight was pretty dynamic. The fight scenes in the show are legit fun. Like watching Judo Master, like the size difference, how like it doesn't matter, like the momentum of the fights and the way that the camera moves. You can really see the money that was put into this show on the screen. Like it shows on the screen. And it was just smooth. It didn't look clunky or wiry. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, and I like the physicality of some of the actors as well. Like when John Cena was fighting Joe Dirt, there were some scenes where it was clearly a stunt double, and some scenes where it was John Cena. Like he took the floor bump like a champ, and then where the camera didn't cut away or anything. I was like, holy shit!
He got thrown through that wall. Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing when he went through that wall, and that was that one cut scene, how it came out and everything. The camera backed out far enough away. I'm like, oh shit, here comes the wall. And sure enough, he comes flying out, and he hits, and he gets up, and that's when it clicked. I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't just an actor. He's a professional stuntman and actor. Like that's what he did for a living to even get here, was a stuntman / actor. So that's really a good thing. If you can find somebody who wrestles, that is capable of doing stuff on screen, I mean, you got like a total package.
Yeah, definitely. That's how The Rock was in the beginning. He did all his stunts in Scorpion King and whatever the other one was. And then now he's,
Tooth Fairy?
What was the other one?
He was first in the Mummy
Rundown.
2. The Rundown was amazing.
That was one of the hardest movies. Dude, me and my dad went and saw that in theaters. Dude, we didn't know. We're like, dude, this is the new Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're like in that opening scene when he's goes into the bar to go try to get the money from the NFL players, and they throw the drink on him, and you think he gets chunked off, and he goes to the bathroom and calls his boss. He's like, Nick, yeah, the whole offensive line's here. Yeah, I know. But look, man, they've got a really good chance at the playoffs next year. I don't want to do this. You're like, oh, shit. Oh, what's about to happen? And he goes in there and just wrecks him. Yeah, it was awesome.
That, and then to see him take the beating on the way down in the building was hilarious.
Yeah, shout out to Skinny Rock with the receding hairline.
I just can't take John Cena seriously as Peacemaker. I just can't. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, like you. I don't know if have you watched it yet, Vincent?
I think that's the part, the whole where the greatness is, because Peacemaker's not established. I mean, Cena pretty much had anything he can do, anything he wanted to do with it. So,
yeah, I think I remember seeing some interview with him, and then the way they told him to approach it, be the douchiest Captain America you can be. He was like, got it.
Dude, that's like the same thing. Like people say that about Cena. Like I've heard other people say I'd watch it, but I can't stand John Cena. Like, dude, then like this is his calling. Like go watch Trainwreck. Like where he's like he's phenomenal in that because it's the right role for him. And go back and like look at other James Gunn stuff. Like look at Drax and Guardians of the Galaxy. He is a joke now. That character was literally created to be an equal opposite for the Hulk back in the day. And he's a bumbling goofball now. You know what I'm saying? But it works perfectly. They reinvented him and made him his own thing. And Peacemaker is even less known than he is.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I never heard of Peacemaker prior to Suicide Squad.
I was first introduced to him from trading cards in the 90s. Because I've got like the DC trading cards.
Yes, I remember.
With the silver border on them. And like I didn't know anything about him. Like I knew of the character. I just thought he was just another Punisher style character. Just a guy with guns, vigilante style stuff. I didn't read his 4-issue series from back in the day when I was growing up or anything. And he really never popped up in anything. So it's great getting a very undervalued, not used characters. People ask for it all the time. And you get it, so go give it a chance. And what's going to happen is you're going to love it.
Yeah, definitely, man. This is one of those. This is one of those shows that it's going to be a good show. It's going to stand on its own. even if the DCEU crumbles and burns, or whatever the case may be, I think Peacemaker is always going to be like a standout, especially so far with these first 3 episodes. Amazing.
But my only gripe is, I mean, it's a hilarious show, but the comedy just is like nonstop. You know what I mean? Just aside from that little quick vigilante part, I need to see him being a badass like he was in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, because he is kind of bumbling and falling off of balconies and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think it's that whole internal crisis stuff. So hopefully they'll let like him coming back to true form. Like they're even addressing it in this. Like, dude, they sent us a dud. We asked for a killer, and we got a killer who can't kill. So he has more problems going on in this than he did in Suicide Squad. We're dealing with the same creator, the same director. So we're working on like a whole character arc here that he's aware of, that we're not quite fully aware of yet. So I have faith that it'll get there. Back to the whole camp clearing scene from the Suicide Squad when him and Bloodsport just clear house. Like,
That was amazing.
It was. I just keep picturing Cena walking by with the axe, hitting the guy 4 times, and just keep moving.
And then the way he flipped it and made those good guys was hilarious.
Well, why didn't my men alert me that y'all were here? Men? What men? I pictured there my mom and killed them all.
And then to see him and Vigilante, target shooting in the woods was hilarious too.
Oh, that was awesome. That's what got him out of the house. I've been collecting appliances the whole time you were gone.
Cena is about as good as an actor as Hulk was.
Hogan?
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
Again, proper roles work out good for people.
Hulk Hogan was phenomenal in No Holds Barred.
What's that?
In the flesh, baby.
Rip him, brother.
Rip. Oh my god, that movie was amazing.
It was fun. I still remember like the like direct-to-video stuff, like you did Thunder in Paradise with the boat. I don't know if anyone else remembers that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was young when that came out. That was a really fun movie. It even spun off to a USA TV show. It didn't have Hulk Hogan in the TV show, but it had his partner in it.
No, yeah, back in the day, the show on Channel 9 before it was even on USA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, over here is on. Over here it was on Channel 9, a regular syndicated TV. Regular TV.
And he starred with Christopher Lloyd in God. We were just talking about it the other day.
Damn, I punched my chest.
Suburban Commando, where he was.
Yeah,
and that had Undertaker in it and another wrestler as the 2 bounty hunters after him. That was like, I think, Undertaker's first time like in a movie or something.
Yeah. That was a good one. It was cute. It was cute.
Yeah. And see the non-wrestler watcher here can tell you about movies. I loved wrestling growing up. I think I was like really hardcore into wrestling, as most kids are growing up, until probably like 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, same. I was super hardcore into it. Whenever Hulk Hogan left to WCW, that's when I stopped watching. So it was at like 93, 94. Stopped watching. Then in high school, it's like senior year. Whenever the NWO started popping, everybody's talking about NWO, and I'm just like, yo, that shit is whack, man. I used to watch wrestling when it was Hulk Hogan. They're like, Hulk Hogan is in the NWO. I was just like,
yeah, he was the NWO.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, I'll give this.
I love the WCW era. Like, it took me. Like, I was all in on WCW, and Eric Bischoff just completely ruined that entire company single-handedly. But it's unfortunate. You had the Attitude Era with WWF at the exact same time, so it was a great balance because they were both good and different. You know what I mean?
I got back into it around 2000. I think the first pay-per-view that I watched was Judgment Day 2000, and then I've been watching off and on ever since. I stopped watching WWE for the past 2 years since AEW became a thing, so I've been watching AEW.
And doesn't Triple H own AEW?
No, Triple H. No, he doesn't own anything. He was running NXT, which is WWE's developmental division, but Triple H was running it as if it was its own entity, its own brand, and it was phenomenal. Triple H went out, and Vince McMahon literally rebranded the entire thing and fired everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was big into it the days, I guess, the Rock and Sock connection.
I knew you would like that rock and sock.
The May, the old lady May.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember her. Yeah.
They're young.
Just
There-
it was,
There's two of them, wasn't there? There's May and somebody else.
May and the Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah, Moolah. Yeah, I remember being able to play as them on the N64 games. You had WrestleMania 2000 that came out, which was like, first off, it kicked off with like WCW NWO World Tour. That's when you got that format game, that wrestling game, and then they upgraded it with Revenge. But then it moved over to WWF with 2000 when you could do like hardcore matches and climb up ladders, and then No Mercy where you could actually throw people backstage and stuff, and it was over with. That was amazing.
And we were going into there used to be a WWE restaurant in Times Square. We used to go Monday nights to watch Raw. And then Goldberg was around, and then it just fizzled out.
I saw Goldberg wrestle live here in Augusta. So me and Pops we used to get a lot of wrestling events here in the 90s and stuff, and it wouldn't be like Monday Night Raw or the Thursday show. It would be like the ones that they would do that aren't televised. And then
like the house shows.
Then you see like the same matches like later, you know. So Goldberg, he was on his rise when they came here. I think he had probably like, because he went like 100 matches, right? Undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated, yeah.
Yeah, so it's when he wrestled Ming. I don't know if you remember Ming. He was like the big Samoan looking dude, just all black pants and long black hair. But dude, we got to watch him fold him like a lawn chair and give him the jackknife. It was just amazing, man. Just watching Goldberg. It was nuts.
That's awesome. One of the best wrestling events I've ever went to. So right after 9/11, right, the terrorist attack and all that other stuff, WWE held a wrestling event in October, which was the first indoor. Because remember they canceled sports and everything, so this was the first like indoor like safe event, and they had everybody was there. The card was super stacked. It was literally the card. So this is in October. WrestleMania takes place in April. It was the WrestleMania card that was taking place in like 6-7 months, whatever it was. And they did so. The main event was The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Crazy stuff.
I remember that it was a pay-per-view that my dad actually brought a recorded VHS tape home from work, and because a big Rock fan, like next to like Sting and Goldberg, he's definitely like my favorite WWF superstar, and my money was all on The Rock. Like I was wanting him to win so bad. And the one, because I think they wrestled a few times at pay-per-view, but this one, Stone Cold gave him the stunner and he actually kicked out. I lost my mind. The Rock gave him the rock bottom. He kicked out. I lost my mind. And then it was one of those matches that you don't get a winner. It gets interrupted and ruined. And I'm like, this is so much hot garbage. Like I'd rather watch him lose in a draw. Like this is crap.
That's the dusty finish when there's somebody comes out and interrupts. We don't say that term anymore, sir.
That's how I first got into wrestling. I don't know if you used to watch it, Lynx, when you were a kid. It used to be on Channel 9, like Saturday nights at like 11 o'clock.
No, not Channel 9, Channel 11. So it was on Channel 11. It was Little People Wrestling, then it was Glow, and then it was the roller derby.
All right, so yeah, this was before that then.
Oh, okay.
But King Kong Bundy was just around. They still had dudes like Tony Gurria.
King Kong Bundy, wow.
So, yeah, they should just have like battle royales with all the little people.
yeah, that was right before WrestleMania 4 when King Kong Bundy messed up a couple of little people bad, like in a bad way,
like legit.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be all the work on TV, and he wound up hurting him, and that's why Hulk Hogan took on Bundy, right? WrestleMania 4 where it was in 3 different cities.
Yeah, where he slammed him for the first time. Something like that. It's a long time ago.
Yeah. Biggie Shaq. Wrestling is the worst.
That's how I like that one. My bad. Little people wrestling.
Yeah, we're politically correct, sir. Wait, we're politically correct.
Well, it's 10:15 here, man. And like I said, it's going to be just a kind of a Peacemaker TV show talk kind of night. If y'all ain't got nothing else, I'm not going to keep you guys. I appreciate y'all hopping on. I know it was definitely last minute.
What's the equivalent to 10:15 in midget time? I mean, little people.
I'm not too sure. Wait, can you help us out? Bro, Hulk Hogan is a travesty now. Does he still wrestle?
Nah, what happens is
He
Hulk
puts out
Hogan,
sex tapes or something.
yeah, like all
Sex tapes and lawsuits.
the sex
Yeah.
tapes, the lawsuits, behind the scenes stuff, a lot of documentary things that came forward. Like he I mean, he's the face of wrestling superstar, but he's a lot of people can confirm that he was a complete jerk and held a lot of people back.
Like through his whole professional career kind of thing.
Yeah, so he held a lot of people back. There's not I don't think there's a long line of people that will sing Hulk Hogan's praises as far as in the business and the things that I've watched and documentaries and things like that, which I'm super big on.
Have you watched any of the Dark Side of the Ring? Isn't that what it's called?
All of them. Amazing.
I haven't watched. I've caught like the extended clip kind of things that they put out, but the Bret the Hitman Hart career ender stuff, man, that broke my heart.
When he got kicked by Goldberg?
No, when they that was Bret Hart when McMahon had him like throw his career in the ring unbeknownst to him.
And the Montreal Screwjob.
Then he went backstage and like pretty much slapped Vince in the face in the locker room.
He knocked him out. Vince was just like, go ahead. He was like, go ahead. I know you want to do it. Get boom. And he just knocked Vince out cold. Yeah, I thought you meant like so that was when he got screwed and went to WCW. I thought you meant with his career when Goldberg stiff kicked him in the head and he gave him a permanent concussion.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's why Bret Hart had to retire.
Well, I guess that answered that question for the day. Who was next? It was Bret.
Yeah, Goldberg.
Hogan got it made. Gawker made him rich. I don't know who Gawker is.
So they're the ones that
there's the time in case you were wondering.
Thanks, Wavy. Now Gawker is I guess the people that stole the sex tape or whatever or put it out of Hulk Hogan and he sued them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he got $1 billion, but he sued the pants off of him.
You should try the same thing, Biggie. When's your sex tape drop? What kind of was that?
No, my internet connection.
All right, guys. Well, I'm about to hop off here and go try to lay down.
Yeah, I was like super tired. I went to bed like at 4 this morning.
And everybody go check out Wink Ink's channel. I'm sure that everybody knows who Wink Ink is. DJ was just over there. Wink's trying out some new formats, and he did a conversation with DJ and Taylor Winder on red flag mystery boxes. And then go to Comic Foo's channel for the follow-up video. And then who was it? Who's the guy on the bottom of Comic Foo's channel? Stevie B's channel. Follow up to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then go to Nick's channel for a reaction to all 3 of those videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then come back here to see what we should be feeling and thinking. So
I appreciate everyone hopping on. What do you got going on tomorrow, Nick? Are you going live for an unboxing?
No, tomorrow being a holiday, I'm not. I'm getting one of the.
As a holiday?
It's all where Nick is, it's a holiday.
Okay.
No, we celebrate Columbus Day down here.
Okay.
Wednesday, one of the hottest modern books will be unboxed not right here on my channel.
UF4?
Come check it out. No, not UF4. Even though I could do UF4 too, but no.
What is it?
Ooh.
I'm not saying. And then the week after, a special surprise for me and Nacho. And I'll leave it at that.
Libre?
No. What do you got going on, DJ?
What do I got going on? Thank you very much, sir. Mark, thank you again for having me on, man. It's always a blast, sir. It's always a blast. Tomorrow, the mystery box that doesn't die, I'm going to wrap it up tomorrow. I have an update video that'll drop tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then after that, I never want to speak of that box ever again. Tuesday, either I'm going to have a CGC unboxing or a Legion loot box. I was the winner of the December Legion loot box.
# rigged.
Yeah, no. So I filmed that video as well. I don't know which one I'm going to upload on Tuesday. Thursday, New Comic Book Day, and then Friday we're gonna do I guess we're gonna do a hangout on in the mix. We're gonna do a community hangout. It's actually my birthday on Thursday, so I figured, let's do a birthday hangout on Friday. Yeah, so
the video that posts tomorrow, one of the things I unboxed, I've already shared it on Instagram, I think, but Kid Rono Prince donated one of the custom stands. Ironically, one of the custom stands that he made a few of that he's giving away every Monday on his channel. He goes live for a hangout and gives away a stand, but he's done the X-Men #4 first appearance of Omega Red. So they're like this stand right here, but they're black. And instead of having my custom logo on it, he's doing different comic covers. And,
wow.
Giving away, first appearance of Omega Red in this month's Legion loot box. So he's like, that's cool. And he donated a stand. So whoever wins not only gets the first appearance of Omega Red, they get a custom Omega Red first appearance comic stand to go with it. So I did show it off if you want to take a look at what it looks like on my Instagram. But also tomorrow's the video that uploads where I actually opened it up to show it off before I close it right back up to have it ready to mail off. So there's some cool stuff in that one. So if you want to be entered to win that monthly Legion loot box, be sure to consider joining the channel. It's that blue button that says join next to subscribe. So yeah, definitely check it out. I appreciate all the channel members that I got. There's a few of them. Say thank you to all these people right here. I'm not going to do like DJ did for way too long and name every single one of them.
I did that once.
You did it more than once.
Remy Q Studios, Small Town Collectibles, Misso, Slotted Up 503, Pops Addict Sector 2015, Comic Man Andy, Comic Book G-Spot, Sarah Binsky Pulp Media, B. Ramey, Rob Fat Stacks of Comics.
So to get the rest of them, be sure to hit that rewind and pause button. But thank each and every one of you guys. And gals. There's some gals in there. Appreciate all y'all. And I hope everyone, what?
Huh?
And me.
Yeah, Nick's on there. Yeah, he's one of them. So I hope everyone has a great night. And as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.